How do you assess the performance?
Look, man, it was a pretty shitty performance, I'm not going to lie. But we got the W, I took it on 4 weeks' notice. No excuses. I thank Team Alice and the boys for stepping up and taking on the role. I overlooked him a little bit. I didn't think he was going to be as awkward as he was. Coming in his backyard. But look, we got the W. My last 4 or 5 fights, I've stopped him in 2 rounds. So my last 10 rounder was 4 years ago. So to get the rounds in the bank was a blessing. But look, I'm not happy with that performance. But again, 10 kilos in 4 weeks, can't complain.
Was it worth the risk? Because you've got much bigger fights that are coming.
Look, I knew I was always going to win. But again, full credit to his team. He's a tricky fella, man. He's awkward. He's rangy. He's long. That amateur style. He didn't want to engage in anything. So I just had to, wait for him to throw and try to counter on that. But look, like I said, when you Google my name, it's got a green W next to it. That's all that matters. I don't really care about the performance.
Well done, mate.
Hey, brother. Hey, thanks so much, brother.
Congratulations,
thanks so much, man. All the best.
I know Jimmy can take over. He's the new villain. He's the new villain of Australian boxing.
The king. Go.
And he can sell the pay-per-views. He's got it.
Thanks,
next.
You're a champion, brother. God bless, brother. Thank you very much.
All the best.
You too, brother.
Should be very happy with him, mate. You're
man.
a good man.
Awkward, likewise.
You're a good man. You know what? He's actually a nice guy. I can admit it when a guy's a wanker. He's not. He's actually a good fella, and I wish you all the best, mate.
God bless you, brother. All the best. Appreciate it.
See you guys.
Thanks, Paul.
Gal, what a champion. Thank you very much.
He actually said it himself in his press conference. There's a bit of a void there for that sort of bad boy tag.
Look, I'll definitely take that role. He's an absolute gentleman, Gal, and I've always had the time for him. And no one's tougher than Gal. I'm one tough dude, but Gal's just on another level of toughness and full respect to him and his family. And he sailed off in the sunset with a win, and I wish him nothing but good health and happiness for the rest of his life.
Did you hear the crowd out there?
Yeah, look, it is what it is, man. Like I said, it was a shitty performance, but I'm not fast. Like I said, 4 weeks, what did they expect? 10 kilos. I'm fighting a guy that's undefeated, 130 plus amateur fights. I didn't need to fight him, to be honest. And there was a list given to me, and he was the toughest guy on that list. I could have fought an absolute bum, but I didn't choose that route. I had nothing to gain, everything to lose, and it was a lose-lose for me. I win, I'm Michael Zerafa. You should have won. You should have done it earlier. If I lose, you're a bum. So for me, like I said, Google, BoxRec, W, 35 fights in, 31 wins. I can't complain.
What is next, Michael, realistically?
Christmas, family, friends, just chilling out. I don't want to think about boxing, like I said. But my team, Elvis Grant and America and the boys, we got big things, man. And don't let that performance fool you. Like I said, he was tricky, he was awkward. He didn't want to engage in anything. I seen everything. His shin was exposed the whole 10 rounds. But he did well to evade everything, So I knew I was up. I didn't want to get, engaged in anything stupid. Like I said, I had a lot to lose. So I was happy to put on a shitty performance to, I didn't mean to put on a shitty performance, but I'm happy that it was the 10 rounds in the bank. And like I said, I haven't done that in 3-4 years. So it was a good blowout, cobwebs, 4 weeks notice. I lost 10 kilos. It was an absolute nightmare. 4 weeks of oats.
4 weeks of what?
Oats. That's all I ate. Oats. That's it. That's all I had to eat for 4 weeks to lose weight. It was a fucking nightmare.
Is there a chance that those big fights down the track might not happen because you didn't make a statement?
No, not at all. Not at all. It's a W, man. Like I said, my ranking, I'm top 5 in the world. I'm number 1 in the WBA, number 2 in the IBF, number 6 in the WBO. Don't let that performance fool you. Like I said, I was just playing smart. I could have gone in there, sat on his chest and flipped the coin 50-50 and whoever landed won. But, he was awkward. He moved a lot. He didn't want to engage in anything. He had no power. But, I knew I was up. I was 6 rounds up. And I knew, why do anything stupid? Just get the win. But again, full credit to him. He was tricky, man. Like I seen his chin from the get-go. He had no power. His pace was pretty, slow. But I just couldn't catch him. Like I said, he was just styles make fights, and he just kept moving. I wanted someone to sit there with me and let's go and take charge and throw, so I could have countered and done Michael Zerafa. But again, W, move forward. Christmas. What else more can I say? I'm number 5 in the world.
Golovkin would be career making for you.
100%.
How do you get that fight?
It's in the making. It's already negotiations are happening. There's also Lara who's in negotiations with us as well. But I don't get involved in all that. I'll leave that to my team. And there'll be a proper camp. Take nothing away from the boys that stepped up on 4 weeks notice. I absolutely love these boys. They're like family to me. And like I said, they took a huge role on 4 weeks notice. And there was not much we could have done. You know what I mean? But we got the W. And like I said, it was a lose-lose for me. No matter, I could have gone out there and knocked him out in 2 rounds. It was always going to be a lose for me. But again, I got the W. That's all that matters.
At some point in your future, does Tim Tszyu figure?
100%, man. Like I said, Tim Tszyu, yeah, he'll bring the best out of me. You know what I mean? Like, credit to Creati, but he was a level below me, a couple of levels below me, and I dropped to his level. I tried to play his game, and you know, because of my experience and my boxing IQ, you know, I did enough to win. But you know, I definitely dropped to his level. But Tim Tszyu, like I said, once he gets flattened and bowled over by Charlo, where's he going to go? He's going to come back to Sydney, and he needs an opponent. You know, who's he going to fight? I'm on to bigger and better things. You know, I'm coming off a win. He's going to come off a loss. You know what I mean? And then my name's back in his mouth. Tim Tszyu, Zerafa, Zerafa, Tim Tszyu, same shit all over again.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers, man.
Thanks, boys.